Hey, good evening. Welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, a mystery phone call from America. And normally, in the normal run of things on our hilltop, we experience a very iffy signal. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it ain't so good. And sometimes in the middle of a phone call, it will be one of those where you keep saying, I can't hear you, and then the other person says, can you hear me? And they even used to have a Verizon ad that said, can you hear me now? And sometimes we can't. Well, we did have a mystery phone call this evening from someone who didn't give his name. Did he give his name?
No, I asked his name. He didn't answer.
He never
because
answered.
I think he's what do you call that? He's a troll.
We think he was a troll, but he answered. He spoke to Beth at first and said, "Oh, this is Beth. Yes. What can we do for you? You know." Oh, and then he mentioned something about one of the young women that are on our church videos. You know, this is a student. This is a young student that has no interest in listening to people on telephone calls. And then he claimed that she was asking for his Facebook page. Not quite sure how she would do that, but anyway, as soon as I came on the phone, I said, "What do you want?" There was suddenly a silence, and then he said, "Is this Terence?" "Yes, this is Terence. Now, before I hang up, what do you want?" And sure enough, there was no response, and then the phone was put down. Wherever he was in Wonderland, let's face it, in the Twilight Zone, that this lovely young student would be interested in someone that was going about things in such a strange way. So that's one of the reasons that we seldom succeed in having phone calls. Our friend, one of the people who does succeed in calling us is Kerry from Australia, our motorman from Australia. He always seems to get through, and we always enjoy a perfectly good conversation with strong signal. Well, maybe he's got some magic ways with him. He's not just good at building cars, he's good at making the way for a good phone call. Always good to hear from you, Kerry, and always enjoy the conversations. But as for a lot of others, where it ends up saying, can you hear me now? Sorry, I didn't understand that. It'll say, and I'll have to say, sorry, I didn't understand what you said. So the best thing to do is to message, and we usually get the message. Now, if we don't respond, then it usually is for a very good reason. It usually is that it got lost. I mean, it does get lost in cyberspace. I did accidentally block someone. What was her name? A young lady, but she had made some comment which I really didn't understand, because I didn't understand what she was referring to. I think her name was Neri or Nero or Nia, something, Neiroa. So if you're listening to this and you're all upset for having been blocked, try to understand that I got fingers like bunches of bananas, and sometimes I do the wrong thing. So get in touch again, and we'll be glad to hear from you. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines. Take it easy. Bye for now.